textiles for furniture, upholstery, in Switzerland. The factory was doing okay, but the problem was the trimmings, the remainings of the cloth was not allowed to be buried or burnt in Switzerland. So you couldn't put it into a landfill, you couldn't burn it. So they were shipping it to Spain, where it was at the time acceptable for it to be burned or buried. They said this should not happen. We should think about to find a solution to this. Let's redesign the cloth, let's redesign the factory. They wanted to find the qualities of the materials. They contacted 60 chemical countries, 60 companies in the EU. Only one company accepted for their chemicals to be analyzed. They analyzed 8,000 chemicals. They found only 38 that were safe. And they used pesticide-free fibers from plants and animals. They produced a new product, they made a new production. What happened was, the cloth that they produced at the end was totally safe. At the end of its life cycle, you could pull it from your chair, put it in the soil, and it would be just like any fertilizer that you could use. The workers did not need to use any gloves or mask or anything. And the product was cheaper. I think that's one of the key points of McDonough and Brongard. It doesn't have to be more expensive. And today is March 22nd, World Water Day, and I think that's the important thing about this project was the water that came out of the factory, out of a textile factory, was cleaner than the water that came in. It was drinkable quality. And I think that's an amazing way of designing, creating systems that work with intelligent design. They have, I'll just wrap up shortly, but they designed a building for NASA. NASA asked them to design a building in Mars. They said, let's do it on Earth first. And they built a government building with the same price that would be for a common government building in the US, but they saved 90% of energy, and they helped reduce consumption of water by 87%. And so I think with intelligent design, a lot can be done. They have been working with Gap, with Herman Miller, with Ford. They worked with the Rouge factory for Ford, where they did a green water saving system on the roof. They helped the company save $35 million. So with good design, going green can make sense. And I'd like to, maybe with this opportunity, I mean, this concept really is very important to me, and I hope that maybe Lions would be interested in McDonough and Brongard and Cradle-to-cradle, and maybe, I know that they are very active in Netherlands, in China, and in the US. Maybe Lions in Netherlands, in China, and in the US can come together, like coordinator Aram Venture was saying, Lions in the Mediterranean should work together. Maybe Lions around the world can work together to make this concept possible. And